Welcome back to the DFS Special. I'm your host, your DFS Jerusalem, coming to you live from the list. You got 150 entries, and then you're a shark, and I don't fuck with you. So there's too much good shit on here. This is the often imitated, never duplicated. I'm here with my lovely co-host. Thank y'all. Stay safe. Enjoy. I may have been calling in to work. You're gonna be in the running for the Snowflake of the Year. Get your shit together with your snowflake. I'm at the crib, man, and I'm just finishing up. Stop. Throw them bitches in the main. I'm telling you. You're gonna see the results, bro. You're gonna see it. This is what's really gonna help you out. You know how I feel about the home dogs. There's a lot of fight in the home dogs, and I really think a lot of shit to go over tonight. Who that scored all them points over there? Player of the night.
Get them in your lineups. Get them in there. And let's go get this money.
Thursday, let's go, and remember, in the sweatshop, we always keep it 300.
Yo, what's up? What's happening? What's going on? This is your big homie, the DFS Jerusalem. And you can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Today, we're going to be breaking down what happened last night. Going real quickly through last night's games. Just taking a look at where we went wrong, what we did right, what were some of the circumstances that aided us in winning or not doing so well, wherever we were. We're going to be taking a look at that through our feature for players. Real quick, we're going to look at last night's official, unofficial sweatshop lineup. A lot of disappointment here. A lot of guys were in really great spots. There was a ton of disappointment in this lineup. This is a lineup that could have been really, really good. All right. We paid up for Depot, which was disappointing. Only got like 30 points in this spot. We've got Lou Williams, who was kind of disappointing. Nobody straight bombed. Like, nobody was horrible. Nobody was horrible. Everybody was We had Kimba, show us a flash at 8.3. Darren Collison was money for his low salary. Thad Young was good to go. Nurk is still balling. This lineup actually should cash. If you ran this lineup, you should have cashed. It really should. It really should. This is a low scoring evening. I think the cash line on DraftKings is around like 240 or something like that, 250. And it's right 270 or something on FanDuel. So this lineup should cash. Let's go ahead and jump into the feature for plays of the night. These are the four most talked about, tweeted about guys in the DFS Red Shop and the Facebook VIP, and as well as on Twitter. First guy we're talking about is the Who Dat scoring all them points over their player of the night. Good God. Al Jefferson, man, at 3K. We knew somebody was going to come in and play meaningful minutes because, the Pacers had been stretched thin in terms of their bigs. We saw Domantas Sabonis being ruled out for this game. But who knew that in the game, Miles Turner would get injured, which would leave Al Jefferson to play 25 minutes. And in those 25 minutes, to just go completely ham. 20 points, 12 boards, 2 assists, not one turnover, a steal, and a block. The dude went off to the tune of 43.5 DraftKings points. And if you had Al Jefferson, you were sharp on tonight. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. He damn near outscored Anthony Davis. Now, take that in. We're at that time of the season where Al Jefferson can outscore Anthony Davis, right? Next guy we're going to talk about is the how did I miss that play tonight? And it's Clint Capella. Clint Capella all day. Actually, Clint Capella and Batum. I miss both of them motherfuckers. But yeah, man, Clint Capella was a guy that I missed, man, all day long. They were waffling. Hey, maybe he's gonna be out. Maybe he's questionable. He's out. Oh, he's doubtful. Oh, he's gonna play. He's gonna play, start, and ball. And that's exactly what happened in 36 minutes. 19 points, 12 rebounds, 1 steal, 6 blocked shots here. Okay, had an awesome game. Clint Capella went completely off, and this is the first time I've gotten him wrong all season, bro. Like, this dude went ham. For me, I just could not play him with those sort of injury designations. I just couldn't play it, man. I couldn't take a chance of getting the 0 there, and I just didn't play him. So shout out to Clint Capella. You are the How did I miss that player of the night? Next guy we're going to talk about is the heat check player tonight, and it's going to Nikola Jokic. 38 minutes for him, 23 and 12 to go with 8 assists, 2 3-point shots made, 3 steals, 3 blocks. So this dude had an awesome game. Jokic last season that was balling out. Like, he had an awesome game. Big shout out to Nikola Jokic. Also, honorable mention goes out to Dwight Howard as well as Michael Beasley. Now we must talk about that one motherfucker, and yes, Chris Paul. Oh my God, how could you have done this? Chris Paul and you, Nikolai Mirotic, how the fuck could you have done this, bro? Like, he refuses to play against the Clippers. Against the Clippers, he just refuses to play. Like, he will not play. Andre Arrington says he missed Beasley. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, I wasn't really on Beasley until we got to that live stream. Once we got to the live stream and I seen him popping and he was everywhere, that's what put me on Beasley. That's what put me on Beasley. But yo, Chris Paul, man, you are a motherfucking snowflake with your snowflake ass. How the fuck did you go out and play 32 minutes of NBA basketball at the point guard position and bring back a punk ass measly 11 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, and 3 turnovers? That was horrible. I mean, Chris Paul was absolutely dreadful today. Dreadful. So, we do have a 6-game slate on deck for today. I think a couple of them are nationally televised. We've got the Clippers in Oklahoma City. Clippers on a back-to-back going to OKC. Then, of course, we've got the Miami Heat going to Los Angeles Lakers. That should be a good one. We've got a few games in between that we can chop up. The Celtics in Orlando coming off of that big surprise victory the other day. Orlando Magic. Brooklyn at Philadelphia. 2 teams I think are going to be decent and getting up and down the court. And you got to look at this. The back-to-back is also in order for the Philadelphia 76ers. John Adams says something. He says CP3 was 4% owned. Like, I thought he was a decent play. I had a lot of Chris Paul. And I wonder what made everybody else think that, Chris Paul is not good in this matchup. He's only going to play 32 minutes, and he's not going to do anything against the Clippers. So we're not going to play. I mean, he was like 4% owned. Like, nobody wanted to play him. And I was on him. And he screwed me in a couple of spots. Then we got the Dallas Mavericks and the Toronto Raptors. That's a 7:30 tip-off. Toronto on a couple of these teams on a back-to-back. Now, we've got the Clippers on a back-to-back. We got Philadelphia on a back-to-back. We've also got Toronto on back-to-back. So half of these games are teams that are on back-to-backs, okay? I actually missed a position on the DVP. We might need to chop that up, Mo, so we can be aware. That was a key spot. Power forward against the Philadelphia 76ers was a key spot. Yep. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one, man. We're going to be rolling from RotoQL, and I'm going to look at the game from a DraftKings perspective. Then I'm going to cross over and take it to FanDuel. And what we're looking for here is discrepancies in pricing. We're looking for anybody that is cheaper on FanDuel than they are on DraftKings. That's going to constitute value. We're going to be looking there. We do have some injury news and notes that we must discuss within each and every game. So let's go out and let's go ahead and talk about it. So first game we got is going to be the Boston Celtics going to Orlando to take on the Magic here. My first thought about this game is do not be super convinced that Orlando wants to play. Like, they're still in the tank. They still suck. And we've got a few of the Boston guys should be coming back here. Jaylen Brown looks to be out. Marcus Smart looks to be out. But Kyrie and Al Horford both could come back and play in this game. So be very careful about that. Okay, concussion for Jaylen Brown shouldn't be back till the 20th. And then we've got Marcus Smart. We got Marcus Smart. He could come back tomorrow. He has that arm injury, so he could come back tomorrow. So we look at Orlando, man. They pretty much give it up to a lot of different positions. Point guard being, one of them that they really give it up to. And you're looking at Terry Rozier at $8K, which is stupid price. That is a high price for Terry Rozier. They pretty much give him the same price as Kyrie Irving. So in this matchup, you hope Kyrie plays, because there's absolutely no way I can pay $8K for Terry Rozier. It doesn't even matter if against Orlando. There's no way I can play. That's no. Jason Tatum at 6.2 looks to be usable, as does Marcus Morris. If Al Horford is a go, I think he's a guy that you can use. Nikola Vucevic at 8.4 should be able to get his rocks off against Aaron Baines. Jonathan's at 6.1. I don't have a problem with you playing him. Be careful, man. This game could blow. There's no total yet on this game or differential, but this game could easily blow out. DJ Augustine at 5.2. Now if he's playing, if Kyrie is in, no. If Rozier is in, I could get behind some DJ Augustine. I really could. I think the game stays that much closer with Kyrie. I think it does. Vooch and Simmons, yeah, those are the guys that I think I can use. Vooch, Simmons, maybe some DJ Augustine. And it's a 6-game slate, so we're going to have to find value in some spots. And you look at Greg Monroe off of the bench at 5.1. He could be in play here, especially, if there's no Irving, where the game could just stay close enough to where we see solid minutes from other guys in different roles. So Terry Rozier is just too expensive. At 8K, I ain't paying that much for that. Not even on a 6-game slate. I'm not. He's got to be. Terry Rozier has got to be cheaper than that on FanDuel. There's no way he's 8K on FanDuel. Oh shit, he's 8.2. Damn, they're paying you a premium. Horford is 7.2. Morris is 6.4. Jason Tatum is 6.6. Terry Rozier 8.2. We got 4.8 for Greg Monroe. I kind of like that. I think that's a value. Vooch is 9K. Simmons is 7K. Isaac 4.3. Hazonia 4.6. Augustine is 5.5. So really no big discounts you're getting across both sites. Next game we got is a game that I'm really going to like. It's the Brooklyn Nets going to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. Right off the bat, man, D'Angelo Russell is jumping off to me in this spot. We have seen Philadelphia struggle against point guards. DeMar Carroll at 5.4. I would not have an issue there. Be careful because Jared Allen still a game-time decision, as is Allen Crabbe. You've got Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson at 5.8. I think anytime you can get him under 6K in a matchup like this, where he's going to have to be on the floor to guard, because DeMar Carroll or, Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson is going to have to be on the floor to either guard Ben Simmons or Dario Saric. So I kind of like Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson here at 5.8. If he gives me 20+ minutes, solid spot. I think he's definitely usable. If these guys can't go, if Crabbe or if Allen especially can't go, then you're going to see an increased player minutes for Quincy AC. You're going to see Dante Cunningham slotting in to play some of that off-center role. On the other side, Joel Embiid at 9.5. Be very careful. This is the worst team in the league right now against the center position, but be very careful because Joel Embiid is on the second leg of a back-to-back, so there's a good chance. We look at them in the standings. We take a look at the standings, and I don't know if Philadelphia is in a situation where they can actually sit guys and rest guys on back-to-backs. I mean, they're pretty much safely tucked into a playoff spot. I mean, they're in a 6 seed right now. The closest team to them is Detroit, and Detroit is like 7.5 games back. So I don't know. Maybe we see like some sort of limitation on Embiid here. Maybe we do. At 9.5, that's just too shaky. So Ben Simmons at 8.8, definitely got it. I'm going to be considering Dario Saric at 6.3. Of course, he's going to be playable. And again, man, TJ McConnell, man, 3.7. Nobody plays him, and he goes out and just plays solid minutes at that backup point guard role. A lot of times, they just shift Ben Simmons over to power forward and allow TJ McConnell to come in and run that offense. So he's been playing well. Marco Bellinelli has been getting a ton of minutes off of the bench. If JJ Redick misses like his first shot or two, he's shit for the rest of the game. And that's when you see Marco Bellinelli come in and play well. I think cousin TJ is a no-go for the foreseeable future. All right, so taking a look on FanDuel, very same game. Embiid is 10.6, and Simmons is 9.4, Saric 6.9. We've got Bellinelli is 3.7, Covington 6K, JJ Redick is 4.9, McConnell 3.6. Mo, what's up? Glad to make it to the shop. Oh yeah, hey yo, White Noise, man. Good to see you, bro. White Nose 305. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah, TJ. Had against Indiana, 9.1, 32 against Brooklyn last time. So he could see a fair amount of minutes. Marco has been stealing his production. Okay. Now looking at the Brooklyn side, you got D'Angelo Russell at 6.9. I like that. DeMar Carroll is fairly cheap. And if Embiid is limited in some way, this game could be really good. I am done with TJ. Marco has been stealing his production. That's coming from Myron Kidd. Telling you all straight up. Been watching the show for a couple of weeks now. Take what you know. Watch the show. Let Mo's insight tweak your shit up nice and tight. 362 last night on FanDuel. That's nice, bro. Awesome. Awesome for you, bro. Awesome. Dimity at 5.8 looks to be usable too. I kind of like him. And of course, Rondé at 5.9. I think Karis LeVert deserves some love too in the spot too. This could be like the highest scoring game on the slate on the low. It really could be. I like this game. Next game we got is going to be the Dallas Mavericks going to Toronto to take on the Raptors in Air Canada Center. Dennis Smith Jr., Harrison Barnes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it for me. You know what I'm saying? That is it for me. This game this could be a bloody massacre. This game could go completely ham. This could be a horror show, and one that I really don't want to invest a ton in. We look at Dallas against point guards. You know, they've been decent over the last few. Dennis Smith Jr. defense was one to attack. Dennis Smith Jr. defense has been one to attack in the early part of the season. 42.9 over the last 5, 40 over the last 10 against shooting guards. That's going to put DeMar DeRozan in play for me. Kyle Lowry's going to be in play for me. Valanciunas is now 6.8. And wasn't centers against Dallas a thing not so long ago? Have they cleaned that up? Yeah, okay. They've only given up 26.5 over the last 5 and 28.9 over the last 10. So you might not want to roll out a center. You might not want to roll out a center against the Dallas Mavericks. But and this is where these guys come and play, like Fred VanVleet, Pirtle, Siakam, like even C.J. Miles. On the 6-game slate, this is where these guys come into play in a game that we really feel could blow out. Toronto is safely sitting at the top of the East right now, 51-17 record. So, you know, they're pretty much good to go, but they're still rolling, man. Myron Kidd said this is a tricky game to attack. Both teams have been solid defensively recently. That's true. Let's go over to FanDuel. Take a look at the very same game. DSJ 6'7", Barnes 6'4", Dirk is 4'9", Nerlens is 4.4 here. JJ Barea game time decision as is Salah Mejri. Norman Powell is a game time decision for the Toronto Raptors, and you got DeRozan and Lowry 8-3 and 7-7 with Jonas at 7.4, Serge Ibaka 5.3. You're not getting any breaks here. K-Max says, what about Nerlens Noel? I don't think the minutes have been like consistently 20 plus. Yeah, 20, 15, 26, 18, 15, 16. That's something that we're gonna need to see, or we gotta officially know that they're like tanking and they want to give him some run. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean I get it. I get the play. Next game we got is gonna be the Los Angeles Clippers going to Oklahoma City to take on the Thunder. They are on a back-to-back here. Oklahoma City, one of the worst teams in the league against shooting guards. This is a get-right spot for Sweet Lou Williams at 7.4. It's got to be, bro. It's got to be. Steven Adams, game time decision, as is Paul George. Russell Westbrook at 11.6. I wouldn't have an issue with him. The Clippers are really they're in the playoff picture. So are the Oklahoma City Thunder. Like they're 2 games, or actually a game out of playoff contention. So they still want to get it done. Oklahoma City is a 4 seed. These teams still have a lot left to play for. This could be a competitive game. If there's no Steven Adams, you can definitely fire up DeAndre Jordan at 7.9. Tobias Harris has been playing lights out, and he always did the motherfucker with Carmelo Anthony. Like, he always killed Carmelo Anthony. Anytime I've ever seen them on the court together, he's like a younger version of Carmelo Anthony. Doesn't play any defense. Doesn't play any defense, and is only looking to score. So this could be a spot where you see both of these guys kind of play well. And while I'm not a big fan of playing Carmelo Anthony, if there was a spot where I think you can, it would be here, man. Especially if Paul George being out is a game time decision, and Steven Adams, the points have got to come from somewhere. So you would give me Carmelo, you give me some Corey Brewer, maybe some Jeremy Grant off of the bench at 4.3, and then Montrezl Harrell, I think could be a solid play at 4.9. Yeah. Then we go for the FanDuel, same game. And check the temp over here. DeAndre Jordan set 8.4. Sweet Lou is cheaper at 7.2. I like that one. That's a value we can use. Montrez 4.4. That's a value we can use. Westbrook is 12.1. Paul George 8.5. Melo is 5.7. So he's cheaper. That's a value we can use. I think I'm gonna have Melo on a FanDuel. I'm gonna have some Melo. Corey Brewer at 4.9 and Jeremy Grant at 3.9. Definitely a usable play there. Next game we got is gonna be the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento Kings going to Golden State to take on the Warriors. And this could be another spot where we see like a ton of Warriors sit. Right now, like Kevin Durant, game time decision. Quinn Cook, Jordan Bell, Steph Curry should be out. Klay Thompson should be out. David West is a game time decision. So, I mean, you're looking at this game really like being close. You know what I'm saying? You look at this game being close. You're looking at Draymond at 8.6. You're looking at possibly playing some Swaggy P, even though I hate that dude at 4K. Iguodala at 4.4. Livingston looks like a guy you can play at 3.6. And this is all provided that the injuries are where they are right now. On the other side, point guard, shooting guard has been an issue for the Golden State Warriors this year. You look at De'Aaron Fox at 5.4. Buddy Hield at 5.6. Maybe even some Bogdan Bogdanovic at 5.5. And Costa Cooper's at 4. I don't love that one. Maybe it depends on Willie Cauley-Stein too. Because center has been a really good spot for Golden State. Like they've been really good against centers. K Max says he likes Zaza in this spot at 4.6. I mean, yeah, somebody's gonna have to be out there and do heavy lifting. Somebody's there. Marvin Kidd says the King stack. Right now, I mean, I could see going 3, possibly 4 deep. If you wanted to get real jiggy and play like Zebo at 6K, that's the most I could do. On FanDuel, let's take a look here on FanDuel. Cauley-Stein 6'8", Zebo same price. That's a value. De'Aaron Fox 5'9", Bogdan is 5'2", Buddy Hield is 5.8. Draymond way cheaper. Okay, Draymond is 8.6 on DraftKings, 7.0 on FanDuel. I'm playing Draymond on FanDuel. Jaja is 3.9 on FanDuel. He's cheaper. Nick Young is 4.7. He's 700 more. Iguodala right there at 4K. I kind of like that one as a value. Livingston 3.9. Yeah, man. Last game on the slate is going to be the Miami Heat going to Los Angeles to take on the Lakers. You already know what time it is here. Julius Randle, man, has been playing some of the best power forward in the game recently. And I want to look at the Miami Heat and see where they are. Yeah, man. They're not great against centers. They're here, middle of the pack. 37 over the last 5 and 37 over the last 10. So they've consistently been right there. The Lakers, not that great against centers. 40 and 45. 40 over the last 5, 45 over the last 10. So that's gonna make you, that's gonna put, because if Whiteside is out, if Whiteside, Josh Richardson, Dwayne Wade, all those guys are out, which he should be out, that's gonna put Bam in play at 4.9, Goran Dragic at 7.5, because I do believe that against point guards, the Lakers have been one of the worst teams in the league. Let's see. Oh, no. Over the last 5, 36 and 42. Okay, so they've gotten a lot better over the last 5 games. 36 is up from the 42.8. So they've since played a little bit better against point guards. So I'm not in love with Dragic at 7.5. It has to be a situation on FanDuel where he's cheaper that I actually give him some play. So Bam, Olynyk is a possible play here. Maybe Justice Winslow. Tyler Johnson at 5.3 could be a usable option. Julius Randle, I love him even at 8.2. I'm still behind Julius. Lonzo is in play for us at 7.7. Brook Lopez, man, at 6.6 is in play. Brook's been getting minutes. Bam and Julius going to go in with that Kentucky background. I like Rodney Magruder for his shot in the dark, late night, sneaky value. Okay. 7.7 for Lonzo. Who the hell do they think he is? Alright, check it out. So we got, I want to just show you the minutes for Brolo over the last like 8 games. 36, 22, 33, 32, 35, 26, 26. So he's been getting solid 25 plus minutes per game. So he's going to be in play. Davis Caldwell Pope at 6.1. I could use him. Kyle Kuzma, we got to find out if he's going to be in or out. And I think Isaiah Thomas is in play at 6.5 as well. let's go over to FanDuel. Take a look here. Dragic is 6'7". Yes, he's playable on FanDuel. James Johnson 4.7. Yeah, that's cheap. Tyler Johnson 5K. That's cheap. Bam is 3.9. That's cheap. Olynyk 5.5. I don't love that one. Randall is 7.4. Fuck yeah, he's playable. Lonzo Ball 7.8. He's 140 years on DraftKings. I don't know if I love that one. Brook Lopez is kind of priced up, as is Isaiah Thomas 6.6. That's good. So now let's go over to FanDuel and jump off a lineup, bro. Let's go ahead and create one. We'll hit up the lobby, create a lineup on FanDuel. We're gonna enter it. We're gonna enter it into the dribbler. Here we go. All right, so point guard. Westbrook, we talked about him some. Lonzo Ball, Kyle Lowry. Yeah, I like Kyle Lowry. Against Dennis Jr., I like Kyle Lowry. Shooting guard, DeRozan, Sweet Lou. Yes, Sweet Lou, I like him. Small forward, kind of tricky here. Kind of like DeMarre Carroll too. Corey Brewer at 4.8. I kind of do like DeMarre Carroll. And then at power forward, Julius Randle is jumping off to me right there. Cool. And that's the late night hammer, the Julius Randle. So now at center, we talked about this, and Miami, man. Miami against centers is a thing, bro. Well, centers against Miami is a thing. It really is. The Brooklyn Nets, worst team on the slate against centers. And but the problem is, you know, you got Embiid there. That's the problem. That's the problem. The problem is you got Embiid right there. Ah. And then you got Toronto. And Toronto, Milwaukee, Lakers. Toronto on a back-to-back. Playing against Dallas. There's no center I can play against them. You know? And Philadelphia, then Miami. See, I might just get real jiggy and pay all the way down. Zaza, man. Yeah, who the Lakers centers? Brook Lopez, man. See, I might get jiggy and play all the way down to like somebody like well, see, Zaza is cheap too. He is, but I might pay all the way down to somebody like Greg Monroe. You know what I'm saying, against Orlando. You kind of like that. Greg Monroe, 6.8 per player. So we got Westbrook, somebody we can look at. Shooting guard. We got DeRozan to make a Lowry DeRozan joint. Vooch could have been in play though. Embiid is a dope play. Embiid is the optimal play if he's gonna get his full allotment of minutes. Embiid is the optimal play. Or Horford, see Horford, but he's a game time decision though. And then Vooch is 9K. So yep, I do want D'Angelo Russell at 6.9. The other small forward, Tatum was just so cheap. Tatum was just so cheap. Harrison Barnes 6.4 could be usable. Covington, DeMarre Carroll. Right now, the power forward I want is going to be Melo or Tobias Harris. Tobias Harris or Melo. We'll put Harris in there now. And we got 5.8 left. I'm gonna throw my row back. Dragic for the late night. I got 5.9 left. Corey still solid. Yeah, we could play Winslow. Melo. Okay. Yeah, Melo's gonna give us some more salary relief anyway. All right, so 7.9 left. Small forward. Who we got? There's nobody to pay for small forward. Can I fit in Tatum? Yeah, I can fit in Tatum, and I'll still have 1,300 left. So who's the upgrade if there is one? You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. If there is an upgrade, like who? You know what I'm saying? Who is it? And I got 1,300 left here. Lonzo. Yeah. So who do you think scores more points, Lonzo or Dragic? Like who scores more points, Lonzo or Dragic? With 200 left, you got there it is. Lowry, Lonzo Ball, Lou Williams, D'Angelo Russell, DeMar Carroll, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, Carmelo Anthony, and Greg Monroe. Greg Monroe. That's what I've learned here. They upgraded somewhere. Okay, so there it is. This is the officially unofficial sweatshop lineup. It is subject to change. Any news and notes come out. This is the lineup barring the injuries that we see that we know, like the game time decision tags on cats. This could change throughout the day. Okay, so and somebody did ask me to check the Jaja stats. Like, let me see what's up with Jaja. The game logs. How good has Jaja been? 29, 42 against Minnesota. 0.2. Nah, that's not nothing to talk about. Alright. Yeah, so that's the officially unofficial lineup there. Again, Lowry Ball, Sweet Lou Williams, D'Angelo Russell, DeMar Carroll, Jason Tatum, Julius Randle, Carmelo Anthony, and Greg Monroe. Thank you all so much for joining me inside of the Defense Sweatshop, the YouTube page. Yo, much love, man. If y'all want to join us in the sweatshop, it's very simple. You go to the website, www.dfssweatshop.com. Come on in there, man. Get in there. Get with us. Baseball is about to go down. We are days away from MLB opening day. It is about to happen. Yo, oh my God. The MLB opening day is about to go down. It's about to go down. March 29th is when it all gets started. We have 13 days, 12 hours, 47 minutes, and 34 seconds until MLB kicks off. And I am so ready to get it in. I am so ready to get it in. The week before MLB jumps off, I'm going to be doing a series of YouTube vids, just showing you how to play, teaching you how we play. And the finer points will be discussed, of course, inside of the VIP. But I'm going to lay the groundwork in a brief YouTube series that's going to teach you about playing MLB. So that's on DraftKings and FanDuel. So thank you all for joining me here in the sweatshop. Much love to you, man. If you're on FanDuel, keep it 400. You're on DraftKings, keep it 350. You're rocking with me. So that means you always keeping it 300. Peace. I am out.